Sorry about last week. It was kind of crazy. I didn't feel that great. And yeah. And then I had my daughter's birthday on Friday. So and today the today hold on a second. Xbox Live is completely messing up. So yeah, there's that. So and I know today is Arc Monday. Oh my goodness, I forgot to cut off this time. I wanted to advance to the next day because it was like, I don't know, it was like 5 o'clock at night, and I knew that I was not going to do this harvest at night. So, um, now this should be our second harvest of barley. So our next one's going to be canola. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for, being here and hanging out with me and stuff. And I've really enjoyed streaming for you guys again. And, I am having a lot of fun. So I hope you are too. Alright, we're going to figure out how I'm going to do this because I've never combined these fields before, so I don't know how. I think this guy's going to turn right. I want to watch the both of these real quick. I need him to go to the middle, and then we can get the outsides later. Let's just see how this goes. Yeah, I haven't been playing Ark that much, so I when I get back into it here, hopefully by Monday, I'll be back into it again. And it's just I haven't played it in about a week, and I really don't want to just go over there and start. Oh, that guy's. Wait, did he come back this way? Yes, he did. Okay, cool. Good, he did the right thing. Now let's see if this guy's gonna do the right thing and go left. He's probably gonna go right. Yep, thought so. Alright, we're gonna have to set this guy every time, which is fine. I mean, when we do our first pass, so that's no big deal, but so I hope everybody's doing alright tonight. I don't know what has been going on with Xbox Live today, but it was out for I don't know how long. And I just got it back probably at 5 or 10 minutes to 8 Eastern, so and then Twitch didn't want to start up, so I had to reset my box again, and just been a little bit of a headache, but we got it going. Let's get these guys emptied out. I'm gonna try to even this out a little bit more so that we're not, you know, I'm not just using the chaff machine all the time. So I'm gonna try to keep up evenly so that, you know, it's not crazy with just doing this constantly. Excuse me. So can somebody in the chat type hello so that I at least know that it's working all right on my end? I would really appreciate it. Or something. There we go, Diesel. Thank you, buddy. I wasn't trying to get people to talk to me. I want to make sure that it's working okay. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna take this guy up here and bring him back down, and then I'll unload that harvester. Last time I got too focused. Thank you. They're laggy pants. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, last time I waited too long to do this, and there was just too much to do. So we're gonna make the harvesters wait a little bit for us. Or for this machine, I should say. Oh, I missed some. Shoot. You're logging, Diesel King? That's cool, man. Yeah, I've done some logging on my other maps. I have pretty big logging production. Actually, it's my other Bjornholm map. My other Bjornholm game save that I have a bunch on. Logging's fun. Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hello. Let's not get crazy here. Oh, is he stuck on a tree? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I was like, why is it taking him so long to turn? Alright, we're gonna have to shorten. I'm gonna have to take that tree out. That's what's gonna have to happen. Really didn't want to do any logging yet. I was just like, why is it taking him so long to make that turn? Yeah, it's very time consuming. Yeah, yeah. I have another game save that I have about 500 hours on for this same map. And I have a huge log. Well, it's not huge. It's huge to me. I'm taking out the whole logging place behind where the your cows are. That whole forest back there. So yeah, it is. It's a blast, though. I mean, it's and really Diesel. Everything in this game is time consuming. If you think about it, it's all time consuming. So, and thank you for that follow, Diesel King. I appreciate that, man. Very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you and welcome. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm trying something new. Right now I'm up by field 11. Right now I'm up at N18. Cool. Yeah, near the lumber yard. Yeah, I got you. Now, you get more money if you send the train up there, right? Instead of pushing them in the water. So, just to let you know. This guy's done. $3.5, yeah. I got like, and it's just time that you play, right? Is what it's based off of. I mean, the money's gonna come. So that other Bjornholm map, I've done probably over 500 hours on that map alone, and I don't know, it might be 28 million, 29 million. So it's all relative to how much you play each one, but I've played all of the maps, almost up to 500 hours easily. So yeah, that's why I restarted this one for the stream. I'm doing the trailers, the IT runner. I was gonna do some slurry, but I might limit the slurry usage to the potatoes and sugar beets, because I didn't realize that I couldn't hire workers. I don't really mind doing the slurry, but I'm not, instead of fertilizer, I'm not fertilizing all those fields. That's just not happening, because I'm gonna have this whole map like I do on all my other game saves, and I do all the fruits, so But this map here, my other game save, is the one that I have the most on. Most money. The other ones are, I think around 8 million on Sosnovka and Westbridge. So I've played the game a little bit. Just a little bit. Where? Okay. I have it on career because multiplayer sometimes starts messing up. Not that career doesn't, but it will. So... And actually, I think I was supposed to start that silage before I did this. But that's okay. We've already gotten it going, so we're just going to keep on rolling with it. You played 13 and 15 a lot? I hear you. What's up, Army Kid? How's it going, man? Let me... All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is my first game. This is my first farm sim. I've been busy? Why? What do you mean? No, that was left over from the last time that we streamed, right? I was supposed to start loading that up at the beginning of this one, and I forgot. Let me turn this help on so I can see what this percentage is. I forgot to load up that silage. So this will give us an extra one always for high demands, you know. You're gonna make enough money on normal. I mean, I said not to stockpile, but I messed up. So I've already started the harvest, so you know, we'll just always have one on the ground just in case. It can't hurt, and if I get a wild hair, I might do 2 of them, but I mean, you're looking at close to, in the neighborhood on an average price, there's probably about $800,000 sitting in there. So I haven't been on for a while. No, I haven't. I should have went up that hill that way. Yeah, I wasn't on all last week, man. I wasn't feeling all that great. I was gonna do one on Friday, but it was my my daughter's birthday, so I really didn't want to stream on that day. But yeah, man. And today, something's been going on with Xbox Live. It was down. The whole thing was down. Like, there was nothing working. You could sign in, but that was it. So, like I said, it just came up about maybe an hour ago, hour and 5 minutes ago. It finally popped back on. I didn't know if I was even going to be able to stream tonight. Dead Zone, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? No, I didn't put the onion on. I didn't have to. No, I didn't have to, bud. Alright, where was I at? I don't even remember now. We're going to get some of this cleaned up. I don't want to have to use this the whole time. You know, I can turn these down to 20%. It's a little bit better. This thing can get kind of loud. You know what? Let me do this. Oh, dude. That stinks. I've been there, brother. Let me tell you. That is no fun. That sucks, Diesel. Civa Man, what's up? Is that the first time you've ever done it? Well, be prepared, my friend. It happens to the best of us, man. I used that little IT runner trailer one time and put 8s on it. Don't ever put 8-meter logs on the IT runner trailer. They will come off. I had to reload that thing twice. Never again. I don't use it anymore. I just wanted to try it because I had bought the DLC. And, yeah, it was... I used a great big trailer. The 18-wheeler one. Works much better. I should have went over there. Let me get this part behind this guy real quick. Yeah, I put the fields together. I sure did, Army Kid. Oh, Civa Man, you need to you need to do that. I'm gonna tell you that it'll cause a lot of lag in your game. Leaving that like that. That's not something that I would be doing. It's been raining for 2 days. Well, that stinks. It's been raining here. Today, but it was all right the past couple days. No. Civet Man, what you need to do is get the skid steer and put the stump grinder on it. Or the stump grinder for the front of the tractor. There was something put out about the stump grinder that goes on the front of the tractor that when you're grinding the actual stumps themselves, not the tree limbs, it won't grind them into the map like they should and make them disappear. And that will cause serious lag. So I use the skid steer stump grinder. But you can grind those limbs up. If you get right on the ends of them, you can grind them up. So if you hit them just right, they'll disappear within like 3 to 5 seconds or less. Instead of trying to pick them all up. I know what you're talking about with that. But that's why I don't, when I push the truck back over, all but 2 logs stayed in. Well, you got lucky there, Diesel. Yeah. Civ Man, it's that's why I don't mess with those trees unless I have to. I only do the ones that are good for the scorpion because you know the oh my god, what's the name of those trees? I used to know it, now I can't remember. Anyways, it's the only ones the scorpion will cut. And those are the only ones I mess with because unless I have to cut the other ones, I don't mess with them anymore. They are a pain. A big pain. Pines, yeah, right. It's been what? Oh, I'm full. Alright, let me get this stuff going. We're getting behind. Got these 2 harvesters, man. It's really... high in the 80s past week, Army Kid? That's cool. Fir trees, that's it. They look like pine trees, but yeah, they call them firs. Those ones right there. With no limbs on them. Right? They're fake limbs. They just come right off. These are the ones. Yep. Those are the only ones that the scorpion will cut. Yeah, and those are the only ones I mess with, man. I got so tired of limbs. I've dealt with them. Oh, it's brutal, let me tell you. This little trailer's a auger wagon. This is something different. You know, like I said, every time I start another map, I try to do something a little bit different. Or another game save. And this is just something that I wanted to use the IT runner trailers, which are these, you know, they use these containers, sit them on the ground. So basically you load up the auger wagon, then the auger wagon will load up the trailers. Now in theory, it keeps the harvesters moving. But last time I got way behind on picking up the live straw, and I must have picked up live straw forever, it seems. So I didn't really want to do that this time, but I might have to. And this is the first time that I've combined these fields, so I'm still figuring out how I want to start these. If this is the best way or to do it different, so. Are you seriously gonna hit that? Come on, dude. Why you do this? Well, I guess I did move it over too far. My bad. Turn. That's not a question. That's actually a statement, Dead Zone. Do they? No, they don't. Furs. Dead Zone's cracking jokes, y'all. Transfer trailer, yeah. Auger wagon, yeah. Transfer trailer, yep. I'm feeling great, Crazy. Thank you for asking, man. How you doing tonight? That's awesome, man. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Come on, this guy needs to fill up. Is that dude stuck down there, or is he done? He might be done. I was thinking this guy would stop anytime soon, but I guess not. Alright, we are gonna go like this, and then I'll grab that little short chute later. No, there's two Civ. Well, if you have the DLC. If you don't, yes, there's only one stump grinder. Civ man. If you have the JCB DLC, there's two stump grinders. But for what you need it for, have you ground up any stumps, Civ man? Obviously you haven't. So you not only have limbs laying all over the place, but you also have stumps. Wow. Oh, you got the stump, not just, oh, okay. You said, all right. Yeah, you need to get those up, man. They will cause major lag in your game. Both the limbs and the stumps will, if you just leave them. Even cut trees. That's what I first did when I started, yeah, I'm surprised. Well, it depends on how many trees he's cut down, Diesel. Whoops, I forgot. This thing's full. Shoot. Oh my goodness, turn, thank you. No, not back that way, thank you. Oh, you're on the PC. It'll still do it on the PC. Can't even talk tonight. It just takes longer. Can you hire someone to pick up the limbs? No, no, dead zone. They won't do it. Nope. Anything that's like that, you have to do yourself. Trees with limbs are a royal pain. Royal pain. Yeah, Civ, man, no problem. Uh-oh. Go, 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 go. I actually stopped in the road. Good men? What? Is that supposed to be good morning? Or what are we talking about here? To chip trees out. Oh my god, are you kidding me? To do wood chips? Yeah, I got a special way that I do wood chips, man. It's not special. I just make sure that I'm on a hill. And I use the telehandler to pick the tree up right in the middle. And then on the downside of the hill is I put the chipper across long ways across the hill. And then lay the log so that the momentum of the log is feeding into the chipper. And it will feed a whole tree right in there, no problem. And I rarely have to move it, but every now and again you got to move it left or right to keep it on the track, but it's about the easiest way that's worked for me for wood chipping. If you could hire a worker... Oh yeah, if you could hire workers, yeah, sure. But I like to do some of it. You know what I'm saying, dude? I don't want workers doing everything. You know, because then I'm just managing AI. Oh, I dumped that whole thing right in the beginning right here. That wasn't too smart. You know, I don't really want to do that either. Grass! No, dead zone. You can't smoke it. I should cut all the grass on the map. Yeah, okay. That would be fun, not. You cut all the grass on the map with the little crone, with a crone or this, forget about it. Because you definitely wouldn't want to windrow it and then go back and pick it up, I can tell you that. That would not be fun. You just want to, like, go over top of it. But these things, when you're mowing, only go, like, what do they go? 6 miles an hour, I think? So, yeah, have fun with that. Why not cut all the trees? Sure. Go ahead. Have fun. That's a lot of work, man. On the Xbox One, it's extremely difficult. Now, computer's got some mods that you cut the tree down and automatically will grind it right up into a trailer. Now, if I had one of those, yeah, I would contemplate doing all the trees on the map. Yeah, I would. on a second. Alright. Sorry. You're on a 360? Wow. Serge, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back, buddy. Have I any news? Any news on what, my friend? What are we talking about? Mods rule? Oh, yeah. Yeah, mods rule, man, but... You know, I don't have a PC and this is the Xbox One, so... Not a whole lot I can do about it, man. Not right at the moment. There was at a time, but those times have changed. So... I want to get this up right here, and then I'll move those guys. And then you get to the point where it's like, you know, there's a certain balance, and that's the reason why there's just certain things that I'd like to have, but other things that I wouldn't. You know, I think that mods could make it sometimes so easy that it becomes boring. You know, it'd have to be a good balance. It's just like course play. You know, course play where you set up the thing and it's basically just like hiring somebody, but you hire them to, you know, mow a field or, you know, whatever, pick up grass, mow a field, that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, like it's been said before, I don't want to manage AI necessarily. I still want to be able to play the game. So, there has to be a balance, I think. Alright, let's get this guy moved. Let's move this dude. Is it 65? Where is my... Is he way over there? You know, you can move these really fast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can just stop what I'm doing with the chaff machine and every time these guys are full. But then you run into picking up chaff for most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And that can get annoying too, so... Try to balance it out a little bit. So that's nice, taking care of all 4 of those fields that quickly. That's pretty good. I mean, kind of wish I'd have done that a long time ago. As far as like on my first map. I haven't taken down any trees in here, so I just dropped this and pick it back up. It's not that big of a deal. I could run all the way around, but it's alright. I guess I could go... No. I'd have to go all the way out to the road and come in the other side. No big deal. Now we started over here. Would you like these sim leagues? Oh, I would like the sim leagues. People won't wreck you because it tears their... Yeah, but don't you get, don't you still get those people in there, man? Just want to ruin the game for other people and then leave, right? And I'm sure you get that in there, don't you, Dead Zone? Let's see, I'm going to empty this in this trailer. And like I said, this is just something new. I don't necessarily recommend this because it, you know, then you have trailers sitting all over the place. If you want your stuff to be nice and neat, but it's working out pretty good, really, to be honest with you. No, they don't? Wow. Today is a Homeland Defenders Day in Russia. Wow. Well, that's cool, Surge. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I've got a whole row of it ready to be... Wow, is that full? Why does that not look full to me? Huh. Interesting. I guess it is. Alright. Yeah, I got... And this is silage, too. You know, that's my silage machine. That thing right straight ahead, right? That's my chaff machine. Live straw on the ground turns it into chaff, and that's what I'm dumping at the biogas plant. So I've got all that one row in the silo on the ground. The brown is silage. It's ready to be picked up. It's ready to be put in the grinder and to make a monies. I was gonna do that. Whoa, back up. Before I started this harvest, but yeah, I forgot and started the harvest. Tractor police chase, right? After 835 hours, I need something to make the game interesting, but that is me. Yeah, I mean, listen, I have a little bit more than that. I'd say closer to 1,400. So I mean, I feel what you're saying, dude, and that's why I'm doing these trailers like this, because it's something different for me. You know, see, here's my silage there, Civ Man. This is finished, and this is what it looks like when you put it in, right? So, yeah, this one's ready to be done. That's about $800,000 right there. Somewhere in the neighborhood of $800,000 sitting right there. So, at the going rate. Yep. Alabama Boy 62, man. How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for that follow, buddy. I do appreciate that. Alright, let me get this up and then we'll start sowing these fields. Actually... Oh, I moved that and I forgot to get that. Son of a gun. See, this is a work in progress. This is the first time that I've done these fields put together, and I completely forgot to get that little patch. I might just leave it. No, I can't leave it because we're doing canola next. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah. It's got to be somewhere in there, bud. I got 500 on the first Bjornholm map. I probably have 400 on Westbridge. And I have... It's probably more like 15. And I have about 600 on the Sosnovka map. That I did on hard. It's got to be close to 600. And then whatever, how many ever hours I've been doing this. The stream map, how many ever hours? I don't even know. I can't. We'll have to look when I get done. I'll go to the game save thing and we'll check it out. We'll add it up for real. We'll find out for real. Well, right here I'm on career, so we can look real quick for this map without unloading and loading the game. So I don't even have it. You know, I only have, what is it? Wait a minute, what is that? No, that's 53 minutes. So 44 hours. So yeah, okay. Total. Just on this one alone. Oh, you got to put it. So Sosnovka's my, yeah, Les Hills and Rock. Right. I got you. Hoot Nanny, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, this isn't, I wasn't, Hoot Nanny, I was talking about actual hours total. Playing this game save. Yeah. You're supposed to use a front loader, Civ Man, for the silage, right? But after doing all the hours that I've done with a front loader and countless hundreds of thousands of front loader scoops, I use the I'll show you real quick, and then I got to get back to this. I use this. This is your feeding wagon for your cows, right? You put your straw, your straw bales, hay bales in there, and then you suck up some silage, and then that gives you your 100% ratio, your mixed rations, right? All right, well, when you're doing silage, you just turn this bad boy on, and it's going to suck up the silage. Put it in here, and it'll put 12,000 liters in here. And I'm not going to do this whole thing right now. But and then you just bring it over here to the grinders, man. Got those two grinders right there. And what you do is you get as close as you can to the first grinder without hitting it. The front side of this machine, the driver part. And when you get in between the sign, you see your little dump picture down in the bottom? Watch, when I back up, it disappears. And when you get in between the sign and the grinder, you can open that door, and I just say that it hits that little thing down there and it empties it out. And it goes into your grinder and you get money. And that's it. And that's how that works, man. That's how silage works. And you get silage from chaff, which is cut grass, or live straw that you use what I call a chaff machine. that machine that I use to pick it up. And this right here, I pick up the live straw from the wheat and barley and turn it into chaff, the green stuff. And that's how I do that, man. Yeah, loader's a pain in the butt, man. Yeah, I'm doing well, Hootenanny. I'm doing well. Thank you, man. Oh, okay. Okay, got you. You haven't missed much. Xbox Live was down today. So, alright, let me get this up and I'll get those loaders. Or the harvesters, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're welcome, Civ, man. No problem. Yeah, front loaders. And listen, it's cheaper. That mixing wagon will cost you about $116,000. It's cheaper than a front loader. It's even cheaper than the small, tiny. Some people like to buy the tiny tractor, or a telehandler. And those buckets are so small, man, that it's brutal using that. Eventually, if you're going to use buckets, eventually you'll go to a front loader. But yeah, it's just something, somebody figured it out, and a friend of mine that had a PC couldn't get it to work. He said he saw it on a YouTube channel, and I was watching him on stream, and he was like, I can't figure out how to do it. And actually, he wasn't pulling close enough to the grinder to get the little dump thing to show up. So that's all that it was. But hey, it works, man, you know. And I've unloaded 100% silo full in about an hour and 15 minutes or so. And it takes over 2 hours to do it with a front loader. So it's well worth it. Yeah, it's worth every penny. Hi there. What is that? Ion's Crab? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You always use the wheel loader? I got you, man. Yeah, Diesel King. It wasn't that long ago that it came out. Somebody, I'm not taking credit for it, except for the fact of, you know, my buddy not being able to figure it out, and I did, but somebody else had thought of it. I had actually tried. You can actually use a tipper too. It just, you still have to use the front loader. You know, the process is still the same. When you're using a tipper, you can use one of the side tippers and actually get it right in there, in that little angle right there, and dump it. But I don't know. It's all the same to me. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and fertilize this, and we're just gonna miss that little piece over there. So these guys should be set up on canola already and full, and they are. All right. Oh my goodness, how do you say that? Yavol? Yavol, how you doing? And Cybo Rider? How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for those follows. I do appreciate that. Very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you and welcome. Oh, and then there's another one there. Donnie B, 1256. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I'm also very happy that you've followed. Thank you and welcome. Alright, so we'll get... Whoa. Did I have that on? Yeah, that's on canola. This one is not. Make sure your sowers are on the right fruit, or you will have a bad day. Alright, we're going to get this guy going and spin him back left, because he's going to want to go right. You know, why am I doing this? Let me start this over here. Actually, I need to start the other guy over there, too. Oh, I've got some stuff. That's alright. I'll come over here and pick it up later. Where was that at? Oh, it was up there. I'll go grab it. I'm finally farming with animals in this game now. I tried forestry, but didn't really like that. Yeah, forestry is a lot of work, man. People don't get it. They think that it's easy money and yada, 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 but it's very, very tedious, man. It really is. And listen, this game is not about getting in a hurry. I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and fast forward time and let the game run and get some windmills going and some solar panels and some, you know, just, I'm not into all that. I understand that it's in the game, but it's just not my thing. So I don't even mess with that stuff. I like playing the game for the way that the game is, the basics of it. So everything is time consuming. And this is the only bad part about this, mentioning this chaff machine over the Krone, or worse than the Krone, is the fact that it slows down on Bjornholm. It works perfectly fine on Westbridge and Sosnovka. But Bjornholm has a lot of the hills, so it ends up slowing down going up and down the hills. But half the price, I'll take it. Absolutely will take it. Alright, that one's full over there, so let's empty this one out. And this should work out alright, because I've already done this once, so hopefully we're good. And it takes all of this. Maybe not. We'll see. Did I say Danny Boy? I hope I said Donnie B. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember now. Timothy, hello. How you doing? Whoops. That's full. I was reading chat, guys. Sorry. Donnie B. Alright, so that's all I had there was 2 trailers, and I know that they're both full now. Let me go empty this guy out. Or at least partially empty him out, and then I'll come back. Do I have another trailer? I don't think I have another trailer over here. I think I put them all on the other one. Let's see. Hi. Awesome dirt biker. What's up? No, I did not play The Division. Sure didn't. Yeah, and the thing about cows is I mean, sheep are all right. You're not going to get rich off of sheep. Sheep is just like chickens. It's just something else to do. So, you know, your main thing is cows. I mean, if you're wanting to make that money, cows is, you know, and you got to be careful because cows can consume you, and it can be the only thing that you're doing if you get too many of them. So you've got to be really careful with it. You don't want to get it to be where, you know, Now I advance time. I like to advance time in between harvest. I do not do night harvest. I've done enough night harvest for ever. Tons of hours of night harvest. I don't do night harvest anymore. So I like to advance time. And if you have a bunch of cows, you can go through that feed extremely fast. But if you're a hardcore dude and or girl and you don't care about advancing time, get as many cows as you want, you know. But I want to do everything. I just don't want to be spending all my time, you know, mowing grass and picking up live straw. For the cows, I just don't want to do that. So, whoops, I got to go down here and get this guy. But that's all I suggest about cows, man. But cows are awesome. Cows are easy money. Well, it's work, but it's, you know, it sells milk every day, so, and you don't have to do anything to get it sold. The game does it for you. Yeah, forestry is very, very tedious, man. It's not you know, a lot of people cut the trees down by the lumber mill or sawmill or whatever that's called up there, and they push them in the water and they think, oh God, I got all this money, you know, and then when they really have to start cutting down trees and messing with all the stuff that's involved with it, they see that it's a lot of work. Yeah, 100%, and have a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, I was making at 200 cows. I think it was between 150 and 200 cows. I had to feed them every other day. 2 mixing wagons full. That mixing wagon that I have back at the silage plant. 2 mixing wagons full every other day. And I was making $100,000 a day from those cows, from the milk, you know, and that was plenty for me. I mean, that's enough. That's about as all the work that I really want to do when it comes to cows. You know, you get upwards of 500 to 1,000 to 1,500 cows, man. You're going to be doing a lot of work with those cows, especially, like I said, if you're advancing time, because that feed will disappear very, very quickly. Really? $20, huh? Is it going to be 20 altogether? Tons of money. What do I focus on at that? Well, you know, I do have tons of money on some of my other maps. I mean, what I consider tons of money. You know, I mean, when you have the whole map and you're just, you know, doing different things. I enjoy the game. So it doesn't, this is my 4th game save. I like playing the game. So I just try to create different things with the game. I want to get this harvester over there. So let me go grab this. I want to get him over here on this field. Oh, I'm going through here, guys. Sorry. I don't really want to drive all the way around this thing. So yeah, yeah, you don't have to sieve man it. It sells it on its own. It is a lot of work. You know, I don't know who hooks the cow. Nobody. That's on. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's an automatic machine. They just walk up in there and it's automated. That's it. I don't know. I don't have a clue, man. Oh. All right. How do I say that? J Boba? How you doing there, J Boba? And oh, I missed another follow up here, guys. Don't let me do that. The boss and J Boba. Thank you very much for those follows, guys. I do appreciate that. Very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you and welcome. I mean, everything is proportional, okay? You make a lot of money doing everything. You know? I mean, I've got 2 harvests going here. One of barley and one of live straw. I'm making myself chaff and barley. You know, I'm going to have a sale after this. You know, there's $800,000 sitting on the ground at the silage plant. And there'll be another $800,000 sitting there when I get done with this harvest that will turn in 12 hours from this silage that I'm picking up right now. So, you know, that's why I say if you enjoy the game, the money will come. The money will just be there. It's just the fact of enjoying what you're doing. You know, and that's why I've played so many hours with the game, because I enjoy the game. The kids are on the farm milking for us, right? That's right. So I hope I got this planned right. I didn't need another bigger trailer. I actually needed just a little bit more. So I hope that I've done this correctly. All right. Let me go get this guy. You know what? I'm driving through here. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, man. Where's this guy going? He was moving on his own. I didn't even do anything. Pretty weird. Dead zone. That's right, man. Yeah, the people, you know, people that have been here for a while, they've seen. I did Sosnovka and had about 200 cows, and what else? Bjornholm. I had cows. I didn't have any on Westbridge, but I had sheep on Westbridge. So you know what? Whoa. Let's. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's go up this way. See how this works itself out. How are these guys doing? They're doing good. This guy, did they go down the hill on their own? Okay, that's at 100%. And like I said, with this thing right here, this is your early starter chaff machine. Okay, it's only $229,000. The other big one is the Krone. Alright, yes, there is a New Holland chaff machine, but it's a DLC, and I think it's kind of expensive just for that piece of equipment. And it's only like $20,000 less than the Krone, so it's just, it's not even worth it to me. But just going up the hills, man, is the only thing that this thing lacks over the Krone. Oh, there's a car coming. Okay, there we go. Everybody's happy. But this thing's pretty awesome. I mean, it does a great job as far as picking up live straw. And like I've said before, the Krone cannot hook to this trailer. It can only hook to the bullpup. That gray trailer that I have behind this one. The Krone will not hook to this trailer. So you can't haul 87,500 liters with the Krone. So that's the other reason why I like this chaff machine. Or I guess the proper name is forage harvester, but whatever. Or joyriding in my equipment, right? So that's why I try to get a balance going, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't just want to have, like, there's going to be a bunch of money here coming real soon. Between the 800,000 that's over there, you know, there's going to be another 8 right here. And that's at an average price. That's why silage is so great to get into, is because the price rarely changes. It stays on normal, right around 15, 1600 a ton. So it doesn't fluctuate. No matter how much you dump, it doesn't really matter. It stays really close to that. So, but our next harvest won't have this, obviously, because it's going to be canola. But you got to keep that balance going, man. You got to keep that rotation going, so you can get the high price for the fruits. Now, I haven't seen Girth in forever, man. Dead zone. Can you hook the big body up to the green trailer? No. Nothing. No. The big body has listen, I do layman's terms, okay? I'm not a farmer. I'm not, I don't know the triple pin and all this other crap. All I know is straight hook and low hook. All right? That's all I know. So and you can't get a low hook trailer to hook into a straight hook rear end of a trailer, which is what you have with this green trailer. It only takes straight hook trailers in it. And it won't... Wait a minute. Will it hook up to itself? Huh. No, I think somebody's already tried to do that and it didn't work. That's right. I don't think you can hook 2 green trailers to itself. And this is the biggest straight hook trailer right here. Is this, I call it the bullpup. So, see, they got straight bars, right? And the big body has a bar that drops down. It goes down towards the ground. So, see how these bars are straight? This one's straight, that one's straight, right? See how these point towards the ground? Those are low hook. And that's a 5th wheel. And see how that's a straight hook? It's just a straight bar. That's the difference. That's how I tell them apart. But this will accept this trailer. The Krone will not. And then this trailer only accepts straight hook trailers. And this is the biggest straight hook trailer next to the Bergman, but they won't hook together. So, to me, this is about it, man. 87,500 is about all you're going to get as far as chaff goes when you're hooking it up to these machines. You race... Oh, Death Metal Racer? That's cool, man. Yeah, he likes him some Forza, man. That dude, he loves him some Forza. He doesn't normally show up on Monday nights, so. Yeah, everything in this game's a process, man. It just is. No matter what you're doing. And these harvesters are flying. You know, and you can't hire somebody to do this either on the Xbox One. You know, if you have course play, it'll work on the PC. You know, you just set it up and hire them, and that's it, and they roll. But you have to do this. Uh-oh, why are we buffering? Are you guys buffering? Please tell me you're not. No, your cows didn't die, Sid man. They won't die. You don't even have to feed them and they won't die. They just don't produce. They don't die, buddy. Ever. They'll produce a little bit without any food, but yeah. Alright, let's get these harvesters emptied out. Sorry about that noise with that thing. I'll turn it down here in a minute. Where's that other dude at? Let me grab this guy. Your dodo birds? I think the dodos died, man. I actually dropped. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really played Ark that much. So, I put some scorpions in my holding pin that I have, and I completely forgot. I thought that the dodos would be alright, but I forgot that scorpions attack them, so they killed a couple of them. Well, they killed the only two that I had in there, but that's alright. I'll get more. And we're speaking of Ark, for those of you that don't know. So, are these two full? I think they are, aren't they? So I have 2 more trailers. I'm just hoping that this works out alright, that I did this right. That one's full. That one's full. Okay. And we got these 2 left. I don't mind this so much, really, to be honest with you. Because while the guys are sowing the fields later on, when they come over here and they start sowing, I'll be taking these trailers and dumping them, emptying them out at the silo. So, you know. And actually, it was to keep the harvesters going, but because of the stream, you know, that chaff machine can get kind of annoying listening to that for a long time. So, yeah. Because otherwise, I'd keep these guys. They would have been done by now, easily. But this is pretty much what I have for, that I'm going to be using for, I think, my wheat fields. All of these right here. Hopefully you can see them, the green ones. I'm trying to get it to a good spot. 25, 24, 29, 30. 34, 39, and 38. I might add 23 later. I'm not sure. Maybe. But the next group of fields are going to be to the left, the bottom left half of the map that I'm going to be buying. So, and I do not remember what I wanted to use those for. I cannot remember which one. But I will later, I promise. Oh, check this cat out. Dude, this is not going to work, bro. I don't know what. I have no idea what you're doing, and I should have let that stuff empty out before I did that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down here. Yeah, that is not going to work. I like the fact that he can go all the way down there, but not the fact that he's going to be driving into traffic. So I get to, wow, man. We get to do a sell. It's going to be probably 500,000 liters or more of barley. And then all that silage. You might be able to buy all those next fields and a lot of the equipment. We'll have to wait and see. What my plan is to keep rotating barley, wheat, barley, and canola on these starter fields until I get the other half ready for, I can't remember what I was going to do. I want to say it's canola, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we're gonna have I'll have a whole nother set of equipment for each fruit. So let me turn this down a little bit. Hopefully that's a little better. That thing can be very, very loud. Stupid AI farmers. He's been in the weed. Hey, he was trying to drive straight, man. That's what it is, right? He's trying to keep a straight line. It's been in the weed. And for me, rotating the barley and the wheat provides plenty of silage, as you can tell. I don't need to cut grass for silage. I don't need to, you know, use the chaff machine to do corn and turn it into silage. I get plenty of silage by doing this. And what I think I'm going to do, because I've noticed that like I do wheat and barley, so besides the actual color of it and what it looks like, it's a lot of the same thing. You know, so we get, when you're watching the stream, you get 4 harvests of almost the same thing. So I think I'm going to split it up. I'm going to make it wheat, canola, barley, wheat, canola, barley. So let's see. No, I need to do canola twice in there. I don't know. I want to break it up so it's not, you know, there's no barley and wheat together. Harvest side by side, because it gets a little bit monotonous. Because I do 2 harvests of each, right? So I haven't dumped any of that barley yet. So there should be just about that or more that I'll be dumping. So, you know, it could be close to 600,000 liters that we'll be selling by the end of this. Which is a lot. And I think I might, if I'm gonna start doing that, I might get to work on the train. I might take the money that I have from my silage and start working on my train. I build a train to empty out my silos, so I don't have to make 50 million trips. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this dude's stuff right here and then go dump this. Actually, I keep forgetting. I keep thinking that I'm going to the... keep thinking I'm going to the farm to empty this out. Because I'm still going to use the IT runners to empty out the fields. But I think to sell the product from my farm to where I sell it at, I'm still going to use my train. So you guys will get to see the... Well, Farm Sim Fan 14, you're talking... Oh my god. It's 900,000 liters per silo when it's full. That's a lot. And it takes an hour and 15 minutes per silo. So you're talking almost 5 hours of just straight unloading silage. Yeah. I don't know about that, my friend. That doesn't sound like fun to me. And that's real hours. That's real time. Right around 5 hours it would probably take me to unload all 4 silos of silage. Is that guy? Oh yeah, that's right. I only partially unloaded him. Wow. Really? There we go. Hey, what you guys doing? You costing me money, man? Let's see. This, I can put that guy over there to finish up the rest of that field. Let's take this dude to, whoa, hold up. We gotta do this little bit right here. Can't have that. Cannot have that. Farm Sim Fan 14. Thank you very much for that follow, buddy. I do appreciate that. Very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you and welcome. Money and find a giant motor. Yeah, right. This is the Xbox One. There is not one. I feel what you're saying, man. I got you. I understand where you're going. But it all over time becomes, you know, you want to space it out and make it so that it's not so time consuming. And even if you had the bigger equipment, it would still take you a while. Oh, I did not get this over here yet. Oh, I got half of it. Okay. Whoops. See, I haven't done this enough yet to get into a rhythm with it, so. But I will. Yes, yes, yes. I know you're ready. So you just want to, you know, I guess the main thing I say about this game is to have balance. You need balance. If you don't have balance, then it just becomes extremely boring. You know, you wanna do different things, and that's why I do all the fruits. That's why I'm gonna end up, you know, probably doing the cows again and having cows and no sheep. We're not gonna have sheep. And I'll do forestry. Alright, we need to get this cat unloaded and over there. We're about to roll and finish this harvest up. Get these guys out of each other's way. Hi, the farming guy. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Whoops. Get this dude emptied out, and then we'll go over there to 38 and pick up the rest of that so we can get that sower going. Yeah, there's plenty of money to be made in this game, man. So you get a balance going. And on normal, it's, for me, it's really easy. And on hard, it's easy once you get through that initial grind. I only did one map on hard, and that was Sosnovka. And at some point, I need to do a whole map harvest. I've done it on the other two maps except for Sosnovka. I've harvested the whole map. Did hay bales, straw bales. Never did chaff, necessarily. But harvested all the fruits and replanted and everything, so. I need to do that at Sosnovka. And all of my streams go up on my YouTube channel, guys. So if you miss something or you have to leave and you can't watch it and you wanted to finish watching it, they're all available on my YouTube channel. And as soon as I get done uploading them to my YouTube channel, I delete them off of my Twitch channel. So, and no, I just, you know, I don't make any money. I'm not that guy on YouTube. So don't think that's the reason, because that's not it. He does it for free. Yes, yes. For free. Yeah, it does not. Listen, guys on YouTube are not making money. Decent money that really matters, money type situation. I'm not talking making $5 a month. I'm talking making a decent amount of money. You know, you need a basis of 25 to 50,000 views. I mean, you just, so whenever I get anywhere near that point, I will definitely monetize my YouTube videos. But yeah, I don't make you guys watch commercials on my YouTube videos because I don't feel that anybody else should be making money off of them if I'm not, right? I don't think that's fair. So as long as I don't monetize them, you guys don't see those videos, those in the front, you know, the advertisements, I should say. But I try to upload my streams the next day before 12 noon. As long as Twitch and YouTube are talking to one another. And they cooperate. KSSK 47, how you doing, man? I'm doing awesome. Life is good, my friend. How are you doing? For free. That's right. Adam Sandler's an Adam Sandler fan. Or movie fan, I should say. Maybe. This is the life of the lonely farmer. This is it right here, man. Fields and fields and fields. Let's get some of this mess up right here. This mess that I made. That's why I do not recommend turning. Same thing when you're mowing grass. That's why I don't recommend. Go up, stop, turn around, and come back. When you're windrowing, that's what I was looking for. Because the machines don't like to pick up, the loading wagons and whatnot, don't like to pick up things on a curve. Doesn't work well for them. Oh, I gotta go over that other field. That's right, 38. I gotta get this sower going. Yeah, I really wish I could hire somebody to do this. It'd be great. I got plenty of other stuff I need to be doing. Oh, I'm missing a row down here. Shoot. Yep, man, living a dream. Cool, cool, awesome. Drax, 10, and Rallies, 21. What you guys doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for those follows. I'm very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Yeah, that's right, Army Kid. And you guys are allowed to do that as long as you do that, okay? Asterisks. No first letters, alright? I'll figure it out. I'll know what it is. But that's about as much cursing as I try to allow in the stream. Alright? And I appreciate you doing that, Army Kid. Thank you. That's right. But yeah, they're Drax and Rallies. Thank you very much. I'm very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you and welcome. Appreciate that. Get this bad boy knocked out. Get it sown, fertilized. And then we might do some silage, man, because I'm thinking I need my train to sell off that 600,000 liters. I do not want to do it the way I have it set up now. No, I do not. Absolutely not. Kid for Happy, oh my god. Right? Happy Gilmore. Buy the biggest windrower and put those rows together. Yeah, I mean, listen, farming, I feel you, bro. It's still another process, though, right? I got you, dude. I got you. I understand. It's just one more thing, one more process that I have to go through. I understand what you mean, though. And the crone really doesn't... It might work better on those two fields and that one over there, but this little one right here, I don't know. Maybe. The crone windrower. Alright, let me check on... Yeah, I know you guys are done. This is the guy I want to check on. I need to get this taken up right here. Really quick. It's all good. You see nothing. Don't tell the boss I'm doing this, okay? Don't tell the boss. I'll get in trouble. And this Dude's Far, I'm going to tell you, is a really good tractor. I like it for sowing with these batter stats. It works very well. You got a great demand for canola? Nice. Good job, Sid, man. You already called the boss, Diesel? Dang, man. He wants to dime a brother out in a heartbeat. I mean, he didn't waste any time, did he? And I'm going to end up getting one for this bad boy, too. But it's not a priority right at the minute. Right at the moment. I should say. But I will. Absolutely am going to get one. A Dutz Far tractor for this bad boy. Whoa, 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 we can go way over from there. Even further than that. That's okay. Just start there. Let's get these guys taken care of. Is this one full? I can't remember. I can't remember. I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. Where's my trailer? Oh, am I not going to have enough? I might not have enough trailer. I might have to buy one more trailer. Get rid of that little one and buy another big one. It's going good, Scruff. How you doing, man? Army Kid is like, I don't know what he's doing. What are you quoting, Army Kid? What's that from? Oh, he signs your paychecks, paychecks, Diesel. I hear you, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to buy another trailer. It's definitely not gonna cut it for this barley harvest. And I think when I put these out here, I didn't have the fields combined, so I got some extra. It's gonna be close, but I think I'm gonna need another trailer. I think I'm gonna have to trade in that little one and get a big one. But I'll end up using it somewhere. Let me just set this right here for now. What's going on with... Okay. And this guy needs to... Are you missing? Yep, missed right here. Take this guy all the way over to those fields over there, and then they'll be set. Happy Gilmore? Okay. We don't have to do all the bad quotes. Alright. Let's go get this guy unloaded. And I don't mind leaving some in this one either. Well, yes I do, because then I have to unload it into another trailer anyway, so this needs to be empty also. I wish they had a thing on this to where it would empty out in the bottom. Like I could take it to the silage over there and empty this out, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't understand why. Because it's an auger wagon, right? It's not supposed to, I guess. But it would be nice to have that option. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more trailer. It's exactly what I'm gonna need. So we'll get rid of... We're not gonna get rid of it. We'll just take that little one back over to the farm and put another big one right there next to it, and we'll be good. So for the wheat and barley next time, definitely have enough. Yep. Yep. That is exactly what we're gonna have to do. One more trailer. So I'll load this up. Hopefully I can load all this up in here. I'm sure I can. And then I'll just take it back and sit it back at the silo. And when I empty one of those out, I'll just drive it right up next to this, load it up, and empty it out again. It's just the process of getting it worked out, you know. Now, we're not going to need as much for canola because we don't have that high yield. But these fields right here are going to be my wheat fields. So I'm going to need those trailers. Absolutely, I'm going to need them. Alright, why am I going this way? I need to just go straight down this road. Go get these bad boys put back. Is he stuck over there, or is he done? See, no, I don't want to start him yet. Why did you not turn? I guess that wasn't enough for him to do it? I don't know. Interesting. Oh, you gotta be kidding me right here. My little pet peeve, cleaning them off at the end of the harvest, man. Just what I do, right? And I know I can just stay at one spot, but I make it look somewhat interesting. Alright, we'll set these here for now. You know what? I'm going to put those at the beginning of the fields. So you're finished. Let's get you over here. So you'll be set. No, actually, we're going to go up here with you. You're a farmer and we have to do the same thing? Cool. It's Cy Bull Rider. Okay, okay. Did I say that right? I hope I did. Whoops, whoops, whoops. What is this? What have we got going on here? This tree is a problem. It is going to be a problem. I can see that right now. CY Bull Rider. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. You're in the hospital. So wait a minute. So you're a bull rider and a farmer? Is that what you're saying? Why are we in the hospital from... Oh, sorry about your car, dude. I'll have to pay you back when I get paid here. Ah. I mean, that's cool. You get to watch the stream while you're in the hospital. It sucks that you're in the hospital, though. Don't let me forget to fertilize this, please. Because I will. I will. Surgery. Oh, I heard that. Well. Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you feel better. Alright, let's see here. No. We're not doing this. We're gonna go... We are going to go long ways. Alright, we got that guy down there. We got a wog. Yeah, give him a bath. There we go. That's what we gotta do. Yeah, man, you're welcome. Yeah, get this done and go. Oh, we're gonna have to do some of that silage. I really wanted you guys to see me start putting my train together. The silage can be kind of boring loading it up, you know. I'm just gonna set these two right here for now. Hopefully set that down so this thing doesn't start going down the hill on me. Alright. So this isn't, you know, silage is great, but I mean, this is about the easiest way to do it. You gonna make it? No, you're not. Come on, Betsy. Push, 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 push. Thank you. Nope, not gonna do it. Yeah, this thing has 400 and some horsepower, and the Krone has over 1,000. So it doesn't have any problem with the hills, but yeah, it's not my preference. I like this better. Did it crash? Did what crash? Army kid. What are you talking about? Looks good on my end. Okay. Oh, no, I was trying to back it up, and it was acting like it was stuck, if that's what you were talking about. I had the trailers in a bind. And then the other thing with this bad boy is, you know, when you're using it, you have to pay attention to it because it doesn't have a beeper on it. And it will just keep loading this stuff up like it's, you know, like there's no problem. And it'll be full, and it'll keep picking it up. And it won't tell you. So you have to pay attention to that percentage. I'm just going to go all the way down here and start this from the bottom. Wow, that seems slow. Oh, it is. See, this is what I was talking about. You're almost full. And you're going, this is a pretty steep incline. You know? So. It's a little bit of weight in there. We got to go empty this out anyway, so. And later on, as you get more money, if you decide that you want the Krone and you don't mind having the two little trailers on there, have at it, you know? I'll have to figure out how much it's going to be to get a decent train. I normally get the quad track. Oh, excuse me. The big case, quad track. Started off with the big boy trailer. Whoa. And then the red one, the biggest red one, triple axle. And then hook a bunch of bullpups to it. So, we'll see. Well, because I can't haul this much. I have to make more trips, you know what I mean? It only does 64,000 liters. This does 87,000 liters. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. And this is half price. So you can get the Krone later, you know, but to get it initially, $400,000, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. You know, the Krone is very expensive. This one you can get a lot sooner, and you can get your stuff started a lot quicker. Now, you don't have to haul that much. You know, you don't have to. But listen, you see all the stuff I'm doing? Just think of how many more trips I'd be making if I had the Krone. Right? Yeah, I might be able to go a little bit faster up and down the hills, but it'd be a lot more trips. That's the only thing. No, this is Xbox One. I mean, I have the mod pack for the Xbox One, if that's what you're talking about. Bull Rider. There's a little mod pack. But it's mainly for older stuff. If you're going to go that route, you want to use older equipment. They were just testing it out. They're seeing how it's working in the game. I'm telling you, eventually they're going to bring more and more mods from PC over here. It's just a work in progress, man. But there are some that the PC people, developers and whatnot, have put mods in the game that they've done on their own. And they're available for the Xbox One, but they're just kindly oldie stuff, like pickup wagons and stuff that are the older versions. Stuff like that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to cut you off, homeboy. Oh, and I got stuck. Oh, I did it good too here, guys. No way. I am really jammed up. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Hey, sorry about your car, buddy, but you know, you gotta make room for me, man. Hold on. We got a pile up on the hill, guys. Hold on. Oops. And these cars, they do not move. They're like, oh my god. They're like concrete, okay? They don't move. They will not, you can't knock them out of your way or nothing. No, 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 no. What are you doing? I want to get up and reconnect to this thing. Oh, no, 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 no. Hold up, hold up. Alright, we got that. Now we got that. Now can we get up out of here? Yes, we can. I'm trying to pass traffic on the left-hand side. I mean, what's wrong with you, man? This guy can't drive, right? Uh-oh. Another problem. Just missed him. Oh, that guy's right beside me. Maybe he'll slow down. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Alright, where was I at? I don't even remember where I was. Some right here. There we go. Gotta get this picked up, man. Get her done. We might do a canola harvest every other wheat harvest. Or every other harvest. Just to break it up so we're not doing so much silage all the time. So we do canola, wheat, canola, barley. Canola, wheat, canola, barley. Canola, wheat, canola, barley. Or when we get there, we'll have corn. And we can rotate corn in there if we want. Get this bad boy out the way. Yeah, and you can't, I mean, you know, in this game, and that's for those of you that are thinking about getting it and starting out, you can't mess anything up, guys. I mean, you really... You can dump these in the water. You can flip them. And just reset them back to your farm. You know, the only thing that normally comes out is logs. You know, if you're hauling the log trailer and you drop them, yeah, you're going to have to put those logs back in. But if it's full of grain or anything else, you don't lose anything. And it'll be just as full as it was right back at your farm. So... I mean, push come to shove right there. If they would have been wedged in there and I could not have gotten them out at all, just reset them back at the farm. Start over. Oh yeah, corn has a profit. What do you mean? Why not? I harvest corn on my other maps on a regular. I'll do 2 harvests of corn and get 600,000 liters of corn. It's money. Absolutely. I don't use it for chaff. I don't chaff it. You know, I don't turn corn into chaff, but I'll harvest it as a product. Sure, everything's money. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've crashed in the water. Yeah, and you can save. It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah. You just... I've crashed these in the water before. Fully loaded. I've crashed my train in the water before. The Quadra-Track, the big red trailer, and what is it? 5 bullpups behind it, or 4. What is it? 4 or 5? I can't remember what the limit is. And just reset them back at the farm. Fully loaded, and they were all loaded when they were back at the farm. So yeah, the game is kind to you that way when it comes to grain and chaff and stuff like that. It doesn't make you pay that ultimate price. But logs, yeah, you're gonna be reloading the logs again if you flip a log truck. Yeah, there's plenty, and I stockpile corn. You know, that's why I don't do it that often. You know, because it's a very low profit margin, but there is profit. But I normally stockpile my corn. I use it for high demands. That's what I normally do. And I won't normally stockpile over what I can empty out in an hour. And mostly it's, you know, I can do more than 1,000,000 liters in an hour, but I won't stockpile any of my product over 1,000,000 liters. I just won't do it. And later on, when I have all these fields, you know, I'll be doing these harvests, and you know, as the money builds up, I don't have to sell it right off the bat. Whoops, where am I going? Hello, we need to go down the hill. There, silly man. I don't know why you made that turn like that. Psycho Creepers 2? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for that follow. I do appreciate that. Very happy that you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you, and welcome. No, not this one, Dirt Bike. Dirt Biker. No, this one isn't on hard. This is Bjornholm. Psycho Creeper. This is Bjornholm. No, this one's on normal. My Sosnovka map is on hard. Not this one. Well, I'm doing awesome there, Psycho Creeper. Thank you for asking, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, 100% legit. Yep. No, I don't do any windmills, or wind turbines, or solar panels, or beehives. I only use stuff that I have to work at to make money off of. So, yep, 100% legit. And I only streamed it after I got enough money to do, you know, to make it somewhat interesting, because the grind on hard is real. In my opinion, it's the, if there is an easy map to do on hard, it is Sosnovka. But that's my opinion. Oh, you did it. Okay, okay. No, it's all good. Dirt Biker. Yeah. I just want to let you know that I did. They really did a great job on that map. I'm going to tell you guys, if you're sitting there debating on getting a DLC, I highly suggest getting the gold edition. For everything that's in it, the new map, this piece of equipment, the truck that's available, it is well worth the money. Yeah, it's a pain, man. But if they come out with a new map, I'll be doing that one on hard too. I'm not redoing these on hard. I'm not redoing Bjornholm on hard or Westbridge. I have those on game saves, and I'm not, you know, I have almost 1,000 hours between those two. I'm not redoing those two maps. Those two game saves, but this one for stream's sake, yeah, and I won't be doing the initial part on stream. You do not want to see that. It is, oh, it is a grind. If there ever was a grind, that's a grind, is doing a map on hard. To start off with, once you get going, it's all right. You know, it's like anything else. Yes, everything is half price on hard. That's the other part about it. For those of you that don't know, all of the prices are half of what they are in normal, so makes things really difficult. Oh, you're on Army Kid. You're on the 360. Yeah, the Homer one. Is that what you're talking about? I'm curious to see. I think what they're doing is like what they did with this chaff machine or forge wagon, whatever or forge harvester, whatever you want to call it. I like calling it chaff machine. It's to make it more affordable to do sugar beets. You know, and I think at some point they're going to do it with potatoes too. They're going to come out with some equipment to make it easier to do the maps on hard. This made it easier to do the map on hard, not having to wait until you have $400,000 to buy the Krone, and being able to utilize this piece of equipment early on makes things a lot easier on hard. And the same thing with a sugar beet harvester. You know, if you're going to do sugar beets later, you can start them earlier instead of waiting. See, now I recommend you wait because they're, you know, $479,000. I don't get into sugar beets and potatoes until I have all of the map. And I'm on my last two fields that I want to use for sugar beets and potatoes. And then I buy those pieces of equipment. Well and established, have all my equipment that I want, and then I go get them. But now, you know, when that comes out, the sugar beet harvester, you might be able to start them a lot sooner. So that'll be cool. All right, let's get these guys going. This guy put back. Actually, I gotta go empty him out. And then we got to, you get this little piece in the grass right here. Get this covered up, and it should be close to 80%, I think. Or, no, I'm sorry. 50%. 60%. Something like that. 50 or 60. I can't remember now. I think. I don't remember what it said when I was in there earlier. What puppy? You can hear him in the... Sorry about that if you can hear. My daughter's... He's... I have to get a training leash because he's thinking that it's playtime and he wants to run all over the house. And we're not having that. So I have to get a training leash for him and let him know that there's boundaries. It is a Basset Hound and a German Pointer mix. Supposedly. We're going to have him DNA tested to make doubly sure exactly what he is. We got him from a rescue, a very good rescue. They're very extremely professional. So he's a great dog. I mean, he is absolutely awesome. He's a couch dog. You know, he loves to sit and chill and hang out. And, you know, when he goes outside to go to the bathroom and whatnot, he gets riled up like any dog. But when he comes inside the house after a while, he wants to sit on somebody's lap and relax. That's my kind of dog right there. Yeah, that's my kind of dog. All right. Well, 62%. I know. I said 50, 60. That's what I thought. So that's it, right? Let me think. I got 38. We're good on 38. So yeah, that should be it. And there we go. Boom. In 12 hours, that will be silage. And that's another close to, it should be around $800,000 right there. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Because it was around 725 and it was like 48%. Right? The last one that I did. I think it was 725 or 730. 730,000. Whatever. And that one is almost 60. I think. 50 something. So... should be close to $800,000. That's pretty sweet. That works for me. All right, let's go up in the difficult climb here. You want a German Shepherd, Diesel? See, the only thing is if I was by myself and I didn't have carpet in the house, and I know this dog's gonna shed, but before he gets shedding, super crazy. Hopefully, we're gonna be in a different house, or at least have hardwood floors in the living room upstairs. That's the only part that he's really allowed in. He can go upstairs. I have a third. Well, it's 2.5 floors in this house, so I'm in like the attached garage. It's fully furnished. And then I walk up 3 stairs, and I'm into the living room, kitchen, dining room, family room, whatever. But the whole upstairs is carpeted, so he only goes up there when we're going to bed. And, but yeah, German Shepherds, man, they're Great dogs, don't get me wrong. But, oh, you got to have hardwood floors, man. I mean, they shed so much. A ton. Their barks are funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. The basset, huh? Yeah, yeah. They are funny. They're just cute. So I had an English Mastiff a long time ago, about 8 years ago, and I'm done with big dogs. Big dogs that drool are not my cup of tea, man. And this was a purebred English Mastiff. His dad was 200 pounds. When I had to get rid of him, he was 150, I think, somewhere around there. So massive dog. Um, I like big dogs, but I'm telling you, there's something to be said. And he's not a yelpy dog. The only time he barks is when the doorbell rings, and he gives like a one bark maybe, or if he wants one of our attentions, like we've went upstairs and left him down, he might give a little bark. But no, he doesn't bark. He not to speak of. Your aunt's German Shepherd. I hear you. German Shepherd. I had a German Shepherd Collie mix when I was a kid. Best dog I've ever had in my life. Smart. Oh my God, was that dog smart? Absolutely love that dog. But she was an outside dog. My mom wouldn't let her in. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's been about 8 years since we had an animal. So, figured it was time. The kids were wanting one. So, it was my decision. But I did not want a big dog. I was not dealing with that headache. Even though a German point, that's why I want to make sure that it's going to be a German pointer. Um, I want to know for sure. And finding a DNA test on little dog, well, I don't know how, I don't know if the size really matters. Um, it's only about 120 bucks. You know what I'm saying? And to find out exactly what a dog is, that's, to me, that's kind of worth it. But that's just me. All right, we need to start dumping some trailers, man. Don't eat my car while you eat my car, right? No, 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 no. I just like to know what it is, just so I know. When people ask me, you don't say mutt, and it's a guess. They're basing it off of like a litter that they found. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they had them tested or anything. They're just, well, there's a there was a German pointer there and a basset hound, so we're just assuming that that's the mother and father, yada yada yada. And it's like, well, I want to know for sure. I just would like to know. That's all. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get rid of it.